Welcome back to Expert Crypto. And we have Federal Reserve interest rates are coming out today, but they're likely going to spike, which is going to lead into inflation, which is going to lead into a drop or correction in the stock market and also crypto. Very, very important. You guys realize that a lot of hype was driven in the market recently. Let me take off these indicators. We're not going to waste any time here because your time is very, very valuable right now. We're going to be following this movement. But there's been a lot of hype driven in this market, guys. We're on the 4-minute, right? Let's actually go to the 2-minute, guys. Look at these candlesticks, right? These are something that you don't see very often on the 2-minute, right? When's the last time we saw these candlesticks? We don't see these large of candlesticks, right? What is going on right now, right? Well, inflation, stock market's going to go down, right? We're also going to have a correction in crypto probably. And why have we been so bullish in crypto, right? Well, I haven't been the most bullish one, as you guys can kind of tell. Oh, exactly, right? Right off my trend line, by the way. But why have we been extremely bearish? Well, we understand that crypto market was heading down. And let's really, sorry guys, getting a little distracted, getting a little sideshow. We're probably going to have a dip right now because inflation is going to be happening. How low will we go? I do believe that we're probably going to go to this 35K level within the next day or so. We'll have to see how far we spike. I know you guys don't want to talk about, the news first. You guys want to know where you're going, what's happening. We do have some resistance or some support around this 38K level. I do see this as big enough news to bring us below it, probably to this 37, to this 37,300. We have a lot of support there. But right now, guys, you don't see this type of volume unless a huge catalytic news event happens. Look at these dildo candles, right? We have a large dildo candle right here, large one going down. They got you guys both directions. Why do they do this? A lot of people, a lot of you apes out there, if any ape is watching that said, I'm going to take advantage of this situation. I'm going to 100x long or I'm going to 100x short. They got liquidated right here, right? You didn't have to put that much of a order in, or these whales didn't have to put that much of an order in to liquidate these shorts and liquidate these longs, right? People are placing leverage on there. Just to show you guys this real quick. I will go to the upside, right? We'll talk about the bullish scenario, but we're going to focus on the bearish one because that one is more probable in my eyes, right? All right, so this is what we see right now. So look at this, right? We liquidated the longs right here, right? So we liquidated the shit out of the longs right here with this candle. This is whale action. Whales want money, right? The shorts, people were shorting, let's say you have $10, right? They were putting 100x leverage on that $10. What would that turn that into? $1,000. But that means if you go up 1%, right? To go up 1%, right? Let's say you go up 1%, right? To go plus 1%, you lose everything, right? You lose everything. And you guys got to understand, a lot of people do this. A lot of people trade on leverage. My guess is a lot of these institutions thought it was a smart idea to put a 20x leverage short on or a 40x leverage short. And the whales said, no, 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 we're going to leverage you back with these longs. We're going to do a 30 to 40x leverage with more money. So these whales had a little bit of a war right here, right? This is a little whale war that we're seeing right here, right? Look at, we don't see this happen too often. We don't see this downwards, upwards, downwards, right? This is a little whale war that's going on. You guys do not want to get caught in the middle of it. If you get caught in the middle of this, you're probably going to end up on the wrong side if you get too greedy, kind of gambling right there. But overall, guys, we got to understand, right? Yeah, you see some reds, you see some shorts. Reds are shorts, greens are longs. But we have to look at the 1 week. Right, look at this 1 week chart. Okay, look at this 1 week chart that we see here. Wow, guys, a little bit overvalued much with these longs. What happens if these whales decide to bring the market down on the wrong side? We're going to have a terrible, terrible, terrible experience with this dip if this does go down lower, guys. Look at how the candles are favoring the longs over the past couple of weeks. Have a little article, have a little George snippet for you guys. But it basically explains about how these whales have been accumulating Bitcoin over the past, I would say, what was it, 25 days. And this is really showing that, just because whales are accumulating Bitcoin, guys, they've been hyping up the market while they've been accumulating. It's a psychology type of investment when you guys are going to be investing into crypto. You got to understand that, right? So let's go into this article, right? So we see Bitcoin buying spree. Whales purchased 90,000 Bitcoin in 25 days. Whales own almost 50% of BTC in circulation. And you guys are like, yeah, but they're whales, man. They're whales. Yeah, they own blah, 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 blah. Why would the whales be buying and then hyping up the news, right? When they know this interest rate is coming, when they know this is coming, and this is going to drag down the market. Well, my guess is these whales wanted to hype up the market, right? They wanted to hype up the market. This is on the weekly, so we'll just say right here is when they wanted to hype up the market the past 2 weeks. They bought a bunch of Bitcoin, 1 week, 2 week, 3, 4, right? So 4 weeks ago is when they bought a bunch of Bitcoin, and they put it on leverage, and they put El Salvador news, right? El Salvador. A lot of people were talking about Bitcoin, a lot of bullish news the past couple days. And to want to know what's probably going to happen is they're probably going to drag that down, sell their Bitcoin, take their profits. Because if you're buying that much Bitcoin, guys, that's a very, very fast way to make profits, right? So I do see that possibly happening, but let's talk about the bullish scenario, right? Let's talk about the bullish scenario, because you'll get pissed if I don't talk about the bullish scenario. You gotta plan for two sides of the sword. And we're going to plan on that real quick. Let me actually pull this to the side, this article right here. Boom. All right, here we go. So what happens if we go bullish, right? We're probably just going to bounce off this 38 level, and I do see us possibly having some sort of bounce up to here, but I still see some downwards momentum. We'll get into altcoins. Chill, okay? Make sure to hit that like button, and I'll get into those altcoins quicker. But yeah, very bearish at the moment. This is a battle of psychology, right? This is a psychological battle, right? Look at this, guys. These are whales going up against each other. They have a lot more money than you guys think. These market makers are real. Market makers just aren't a myth that was put into a tinfoil hat committee. It's real stuff, guys. People make these markets. You're trading. If you're buying or selling, based off of these market makers. They have control over you if you guys are holding most of the time, because you guys are just focused on more of news while they're focused on TA. That's how I like to think of it, but that's a little bit mean way to think about it. They're not in control of you, but be very careful, guys. Be very careful right now, as we do see a key indicator of some bearishness. Probably going to bounce off this trend line again. This trend line's been very, very good, I guess. Not a lot of people pay attention to the important news like this. Not sure why a lot of people were still very, very bullish during these times. But let's get into some altcoins. What are these altcoins reacting towards? All right, so let's go into some volatile altcoins. Bake's down 7%. Rune's down. Luna's down quite a lot. We'll do some TA on some of these that you guys want. I'll go through this list a little bit. These are the ones that I'm trading currently. I do have a few other ones. Let me pull up my other tab, my computer, tell you guys what I'm doing right now. This is not a live trading channel, by the way. If you guys are trading, you guys better have done that 1 to 100K paper trading with fake money 2 or 3 times. You guys need to be comfortable. You guys need to have a strategy, because once you put real money into it, you're going to get screwed. All right. You guys have to understand, if you don't have a strategy, you're going to get screwed. Tether's up 1.4%. You guys could have gotten a great gain on Tether. If you guys have not seen the video that CoffeeZilla made on Tether, go and watch it. Tether is a complete fraud. But we've known this. It's just something that you guys are definitely want to watch. Let me pull this up to here. Throw CoinGecko. There we go. So we have Near, we have Cosmos, Filecoin are doing all right now. But that's just because Bitcoin had a little bit of a bounce. Pirate Chain definitely going to do good during these times. Maybe Monero will as well. Who knows? Shout out to Overthink and his Monero. But AMP is also taking a beating because it's pumped up so much. So has Quant. We've been following these coins. I believe we have them in this list. Yep, we have Quant, we have AMP. These were coins that if we saw a spike downwards, we'd probably be shorting them because we knew that they would be down the most. But I believe you could only short AMP and Quant on certain exchanges. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, we have Waves as well. That's down a bit. Theta, we talked about Theta being overpriced yesterday a little bit. But yeah, Bitcoin's taking a beating today. We'll see how low it can go. But always make sure, if you guys are in profit, take your goddamn freaking profits, right? Because you don't know when we'll bounce, right? You don't know when exactly we will, you know, recover from this, or if we don't know when we're going to get to 200K Bitcoin. So it's just smart to stay consistent with your profits. And I'm going to be doing trading tutorials on this channel. I'm going to make sure that you guys do not start off trading by getting into it with real money. You guys are going to go through the paper trading routine, and I'm going to teach you guys strategies. I'm going to teach you guys everything you need to know, and I'm going to bring on people on the show who have made lots of mistakes in my Discord because they aped into trading 1 or 2 weeks with studying, and they're going to give you guys some great advice, some great tips and strategies. Look forward to that. Might start that today or tomorrow. It's going to happen. I can promise you that. But yeah, these coins that are up right now, probably going to take a little bit of a dive down. Definitely see Chili's as something that I've been trading very constantly. We will get into that. But let me get to some coins that you guys want me to go into. All right, let me pull up my thing. Look at BTC. It hit 38K. All right. Yeah, I see it. Let's get into where's the good place to practice trading? On TradingView. I'll be giving a tutorial on how to paper trade. You guys go down here and you guys can do a strategy tester or the paper trading. There's paper trading on TradingView. Look it up online. If you go on Google search, you look up TradingView paper trading. You can do it on here. It's very, very useful. All right, we'll go into XRP. I had someone last night trying to talk about XRP. We'll go into XRP. XRP is not doing too bad, but it's down only 3%, which isn't too much. It's just probably going to dip a lot more because Bitcoin took a large dip. So we'll have to see how low this can really go. But yeah, I definitely see these coins breaking down to around this 80 cents level, maybe another 5-10%. We'll just have to see. I have to look for a few seconds. Give me a few seconds to do some things. I have to treat. All right. Sorry about that, but yeah, we'll get into XRP a little bit. Let me throw on some indicators. These indicators are just showing support and resistance. This is EMA bands. Don't trade basically just off indicators. You guys need to understand market structure. Just going to be showing you a few indicators that I use. I know a lot of people are like, indicators are stupid, don't ever use them. But if you guys can fundamentally understand and back test these indicators, you can do very, very well if you understand them. So this is the EMA support. It's actually the resistance right here. So we saw the touch. We're not going to FOMO in when it breaks out there. We're going to see a sizable breakout, and then I would be putting in a buy order. And now we see it on the downside, not going to FOMO in. We're going to wait for the retest. So I would have FOMO'd in here after the breakdown, and I would have shorted it there. But right now, we are pretty far underneath the EMA levels right now, but we still haven't had that far breakaway. So I do think that we're still going to be going down quite a bit right now. I see this as the trend line right now. Just depends what Bitcoin's doing, right? I would say XRP isn't the best buy right now. I would say wait for other prices. As Bitcoin right now is, the whales are in control, right? The whales are in control, but I do see it looking a little bit bearish. Yep. Got AMP at 0.12 without looking at chart. I'm smart. Hey, Burgermeister. That's a rhyme there. We'll go into AMP, I guess. Not the biggest fan of AMP, except for the volatility. But nice, man. Nice, man. It's dipped quite a lot, as you guys can see from this high. Oh, you got AMP at 12 cents. Joke. All right, so BTC will fall to 35K now? Probably not. Probably not. It'll probably take a little bit, but we could see a volatile movement downwards. We'll do some charting on BTC as I am doing that constantly. But basically, what we see right now is bad news has came out about inflation. Stock market probably taking a beating right now. We can go look into NASDAQ real quick, because that's important to understand. Yep. Here, actually, I have it pulled up. Yep, it kind of is. A lot of articles have been posted as well. Stock declines around 300 points. or 0.9% the Dow does. Pull that up. All right, so we see Dow down 2%, guys. 2% Dow's down. Look at this candlestick that we saw right here. Right, this is a large candlestick. Look at the EMA levels. You guys have to understand stocks. Look how far we've dipped from these EMA levels, right? These people on Wall Street, they know that this shit's happening. So they probably were putting in their shorts here. Someone whale-like liquidated some of these people on these shorts, right? But they kind of knew a little bit before, let's be honest, right? They kind of knew probably around here, which when you see this happen with Dow, with this inflation, that's kind of an indicator, right? That when crypto is in an uptrend, right? When crypto is in an uptrend, when this is happening, and this is in a downtrend, both markets are manipulated, right? But crypto is to the point where you can kind of hype this stuff up, and you guys can get these retail investors really excited that they're going to be bullish, that we're going to go to 100K again, and they could pull it down, right? That could happen, but you see with Dow, they kind of had a feeling that this was going to happen over the past couple of days. With crypto, it was, oh, let's go push, right? So that's something to take into consideration, right? So we see these candlesticks right now, 15-minute. Let me throw on some EMAs. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to use my normal indicators I use. I normally go without them, but since we're in some sort of trend that's very, very volatile, I would like to use them. I hope you guys respect me for that, and you guys let me use them. Can't see that. That's whatever. I'll just use these. But yeah, right now we're in this downtrend still. We have made this lower low right here. We're just following this channel right now. And what I'm focused on is really capitalizing on whatever large movement we do. We have a retest of this level. We see some sort of down movement, and then the retest, probably going to be putting in some sort of short order. But you have to be careful, guys, because they can always do this. These whales can always liquidate you right now. I think it would be best to just kind of wait on the sidelines until we reach the bottom of some sort of range, right? We have kind of reached the bottom of these support levels, but we did break through there, right? We did kind of break through there. So I do think that at some point we're probably going to have a little breakout to the top side, and then we're probably going to push down to this level right here. And we're probably going to test this level, and then we're probably going to break down to here. This is how the market works. This is how market structure works. We always have to retest. If we don't retest, then that's just, you know, the way she goes sometimes, and you guys just have to accept that. You have to have a strategy, right? Most people, right? Most retail investors, they realize that their strategy, you guys have to wait for the retest, or else they're going to get screwed by whales, right? That's the more successful way of going about it. All right, buy Manic. No. No, I would not advise to buy Manic. Would not advise to buy Manic. Please, no. Let's see. Oh, you said a lower level than what Manic was at right now. We made some sort of resistance level for Manic. What did we say yesterday? We said we were going to have a little retest up here, and then we were probably going to break down. We're seeing a little bit of a retest right now. I would say this would be possibly a good level to short at with a stop loss. I would say around this 5-7 level right here, and I would be aiming for the bottom of here, and we'll throw in another take profit zone for you guys. This is not financial advice, by the way. This is just my opinion on what I would do in this situation, or what I'm doing, right? So I would wait for a little pump to here, or to this line right here for the retest, right? And then I would wait exactly for it to come back down to this line, which is kind of a support level, take 50% profits, and then move this stop loss, right? We're going to move this stop loss right here, and then wait to take the rest of those profits down here. I do see that as a good strategy to do, but very, very tight stop losses means that you guys have, let's see what this risk to reward would be, right? Short position, just kind of showing you guys some of the thought process, right? We'll do this. Could get wicked out. Yeah, it's possible, but I'd rather take those chances. Oops. Really fucked. So I'm taking that box to figure out what's my risk to reward, right? What's my risk to reward on this trade, okay? So my risk to reward would be around a 6 to 1 or a 5.6 to 1, meaning that I could lose 5 trades and all I have to do is win 1. I'm trying to get that sniper entry. Or this would be a 3 to 1 because I'd move up that stop loss probably to around here. So maybe it would be around a 2.8 risk to reward ratio. But with the sniper entry, guys, that's very, very pivotal to get that, just to understand that. But yeah, I wouldn't say Manic's a good buy, right? Because look at what the Dow is doing today, right? This is showing that everyone's bearish, and this will probably affect crypto at some point when these moon boys and these whales stop baiting people in. That's just my suggestion. That's just how I see it. But we could go bullish, right? But I'd rather prepare with stop losses for both sides, right? So if we do go bullish on Manic, right? Let's just say somehow we do go bullish. I would wait for us to break out, right? And then I'd wait for the retest, and then I'd put in a buy order here, and then just do the opposite thing, right? Do the opposite thing. Find the support level around here, right? Probably be around here if we broke out to there. I would take 50% profits here. I'd move up my stop loss, right? And then I'd wait for us to hit this level to take all of my gains, right? 1 inch perfect right now. Yep, I know, man. I know, man. We do love 1 inch on this channel. Right? These candlesticks did not have a 1 inch, right? There were 12-inch candlesticks that we saw earlier. The whales were out. They were playing, guys. They were playing right now. I'm still showing the middle of my range right now. So we are in this downtrend. Look at this push down that we had, guys. Just letting you guys know this. Look, it's around 8% in 5 hours. 1 inch has been pumping, right? Let's go find the all-time highs for 1 inch. All right, so let's go find the all-time highs for 1 inch. It's only down around 57%, I believe, right now. Around 55%, 1 inch is down right now. A lot of these altcoins are down a lot, right? That doesn't mean to FOMO into them when they're down, considering the fact that a lot of these altcoins still haven't met their all-time high level, right? They still haven't met their all-time high level, or they're only down 50%, while other altcoins are down 80 to 70%. Because 1 inch had news. 1 inch had some news, some volatility that brought their price up. That's why you're seeing that pump. And when that, when that news goes away, when that stuff goes away, we're going to see a large dip. That's probably what's going to happen if Bitcoin's bearish. If it's not, 1 inch is not going to see as large of a pump because they've already had their news events. So this is a good short, but not a good buy, right? Unless we have some more news. But guys, look at this is the lines that we drew the other day. And we were waiting for the retest to short 1 inch, or at least I was here, right? I was waiting for the retest. We saw it test here. We saw it test this resistance. Then we saw the retest. This is where you guys would put in your order with a tight stop loss, right? With your tight stop loss, you'd be taking 50% profits here, 50% profits here. Actually, I have 5 lines there. So I think I did this 3 times. Just 3 profit takes right there, or you guys can hold it long term, but I always suggest that as being not the best option, right? Not the best option. We'll be doing videos going more in depth on it. Guys, look at Bitcoin has a little rally right now, right? At 38,600. Let's go on the 5-minute. A little bit of a rally right now, but we're just still making lower lows, meaning that we're still in a downtrend. We could just probably move that trend line a little bit higher. Get rid of this one. Looks a little bit sloppy, guys. I'm sorry about that. This. A lot of levels of support. These are just wicks through it, so be careful. There we go. There's our level of supports, and we are looking like we could possibly reach some sort of higher level. Like I said, we will never go, for the most part, we'll never go straight down, guys. We always make these sort of movements down, people buy, movements down, people buy, movements down, people buy, right? Why do they do this? Why do the whales do this? Why do market makers do this? Well, I'll tell you the exact goddamn reason why, guys. Because they want you to put your stop loss, they want you guys to trade, and they want you to put your stop loss in the middle of this trend that you see, right? A lot of these apes, a lot of these novice new traders, you guys are trading in here. You guys are trading in the middle of the range, right? Or you guys are trading here, and you're getting stopped out. You're like, why am I losing? Why am I losing? Why am I losing? And you should be doing paper trading until you get 1 to 100K. Do it 2 times. You're comfortable, or else you're not going to be. You guys are not going to be comfortable trading, and that's you guys got to be confident. You guys got to have a strategy. But let's get into it. So what happens is, why do we have these movements in the market, right? Why do we have this? Well, this is because people trade in this middle of the range because they're not patient, and they can't wait, and then they get liquidated, right? This is why there's these large movements in a downtrend. We're in this channel, right? We touch here, we break out of here, because this is what the whales wanted, right? Everyone put their stop loss right here. Whales said, nope, not today, and they liquidated all of these people who are going to short right here, and then they liquidated all the people who were going to long right here because they thought it was going to break out. So that's what happened right there. I still do think that we're going to continue this trend line, but we'll have to see, guys. It's very, very volatile times in the market. They might bring it up there, send another dildo candlestick up to liquidate those traders and get some more money, because the more traders you liquidate, the more money you're going to make, because that's free liquidity. And you can calculate that out through the order books, through the sell and buy walls. There's some guy in our Discord that always talks about buy and sell walls 24/7. It's absolutely hysterical, but I need to make sure to really understand that if we break out through here, that doesn't mean too long, right? I would not be longing anything if we broke out through here. I'd wait for the retest, right? I'd wait for the retest once we bounce back on top of here and we still show some bullish momentum. But in a downtrend right now, we're in a downtrend. So make sure that's very, very pivotal for you guys to understand that. So let's get into some more altcoins. Up or down? Up and down will go. I can guarantee you we will go up and we will go down. All right, so let's get into some George news. Let's get into the hodl. Hodl of the day, guys. What's the hodl of the day? I love George, guys. He's such a nice guy. He does give great news, and I'm going to talk about him every single episode because seriously, guys, George is one of those honest, great, hardworking individual YouTubers. You guys have to watch him. It's great, but I'm going to be linking good small YouTubers that my Discord has found and link them in the description so that you guys will have these people who are, I guarantee you, the largest YouTuber that you see on YouTube. They're 20 times better than him. They're 100 times better than him. They're 100x better than BitBoy, right? And I will give you guys this list of YouTubers that you guys can go watch. They're all small YouTubers, all undervalued. They're all altcoins that are 100x small caps, every single one of them. So I'm going to get that list done, be posting it tomorrow in my description every single day. We need some recognition. We need some real good guidance in this community. I thought that was a fantastic idea. So thank you guys for putting a small list of those fantastic YouTubers, right? All right, so we're in this kind of channel for theta right now, right? So we're probably going to push out, have some candle wicks above. So I'm going to draw a separate line right here. I'm going to see this trend. Right? This is just the whales liquidating all those traders who put their stop loss a little bit higher, right? A little bit lower than what they wicked out to. That's what wick outs are for, right? They only need to pump the price to like right here, right? They pump the price to right here, but a lot of people have their stop losses right here. So then they get that extra % or 2% from that money, right? That's how it works. That's how they really squeeze those gains out of it. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens with Bitcoin right now. But yeah, theta still a little bit overvalued in my opinion, but we'll see in an uptrend right now. So might get stomped on if Bitcoin goes down quite a lot. Go back into Manic. We are testing the EMA level right here at the top. Probably going to have a little downtrend. We could break above it as we have up here, right? But this was the whale push down. Not too much volatility back to the upside when we had that large candle, guys. Not too much volatility to the upside. So a Manic could still come down. This is up over 40-50% in the past couple of days. So it still has a while to travel down. The hype, the social activity on Manic, how many times are people talking about it on Twitter? Who's shilling Manic? It could still come down, guys, all the way to around, I would say maybe 10%. Doesn't mean hope for 10%. If you guys are going to be shorting this, aim for just 1 to 2 to 3%. You don't need that much percent a day, right? You really don't. 1%, 2%, get out of the market. And if you lose 1 to 2%, get out of the market. Even if you lose 1% and you're not confident, get out of the market, right? You should be paper trading. So we are going to be getting into a little bit more Bitcoin, but yeah, just saying that Manic's a little bit overvalued. So is Theta. 1 inch as well. We'll go over a little 1 inch right now. Not really doing too much. We did have the retest. Did we have the retest? Yeah. No, we had the retest, but we're in some sort of uptrend right now. Or no, the retest is right here. Update the Discord link. All right, if you guys want to work hard and get around a community of people, you guys have to do assignments. If you guys want to have some sort of learning process, you cannot do assignments and be an ape in there, but you're probably going to get removed at some point because you're toxic. But we need you guys to really join this Discord if you guys want to learn. We do live streams, educational videos all the time in there. We have research, we have TA, and we have a lot more to offer. So I just posted that in there. I'm going to pin it to the top. You guys can join it if you want. Instead of plugging in sponsorships, we plug in the Discord, guys. So yeah, make sure if you guys are joining there, you're going to be nice. You're going to be someone that's going to at least put like an hour or so a day into it because it's fun. You guys get to talk to other people and learn a lot. Do a lot of live streams in there for you guys. We'll start recording them and posting them to YouTube eventually. Really a great community in there. Really coming together. All right, we'll go over Solana. We'll go over Sol. Yeah, Bitcoin's traveling upwards. If you guys have not seen, I know I said this in the beginning of the video, but you got to understand how much Bitcoin is inflated as well. Bitcoin's almost as inflated as the US currency. And you guys are like, what are you talking about, man? Shut up, shut up. Guys, Tether will print money, inflate Bitcoin. Not a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist like you guys called me earlier. Some guy made an in-depth video because I was not, I didn't want to do one or do all that research too. Not going to lie, guys, about that. But go watch that video, CoffeeZilla, Tether scam video or whatever it might be. Look that up. But you guys have to understand it's over leveraged as well. A lot of shady stuff goes on in crypto, right? A lot of shady stuff goes on in crypto. So make sure that you understand that, you know, we could be in a downtrend once this stuff comes to light. Who knows how much these whales can actually pump this up on leverage. We do have some sort of printing system in crypto already. Take that into consideration. Here's the test, here's the retest, and then here's the push down, right? Right now, what are we doing? We're probably going to be heading to this line. You don't buy it the first time. We buy it the second time it hits there. Right? So if we see some downwards momentum with Bitcoin, then we take profits at this level right here. And then this level, moving up our stop loss. I'd probably move up your stop loss here and then move it up to right around there. Same thing with the upside, guys, right? Same thing with the upside. Let's just give a little example on how to buy something. You want to wait for the retest, right? We see, let's say this is an upwards pattern, right? Oh, this is actually upwards. So I would never suggest trading against the trend. But I do see a bearish Bitcoin. But you're still trading against the trend, right? We see an up channel right here. Going up, right? We have these wicks to these resistance here, right? We haven't gotten that wick to this resistance. But you guys are trading against the trend right here, right? You guys don't want to be trading against the trend. I would really recommend learning how Bitcoin moves and operates before getting into altcoins. Because you guys will fail in altcoin trading if you guys are not familiar with Bitcoin. Because this is why these altcoins do certain things. But we're in an uptrend. You don't want to trade against the trend, right? When you guys trade a downtrend, which an uptrend, you'd be buying at the bottoms, selling at the tops, and selling at the middle of the trend, right? Buying at the bottom, selling at the top, and the middle of the trend, right? With your stop loss keeps on getting moved up. And you could also hedge it, right? What's hedging your trend? We see a breakout or breakdown. We retest this. You might set that mini stop loss with that like 5-to-1, 4-to-1 ratio. You have both of your levels in and you're just repeating it like if it was a downtrend, right? And that's very, very important for you guys to understand. You guys don't have too much time on this. You guys could do this on the longer time frames as well, right? Just to reiterate, you don't need to be doing this in the 5 minute. It's just right now we have some crazy volatility, right? So right here, guys, for example, right, we have a downtrend with Solana. You guys would draw your trend line, right? Here's your trend line, right? Your trend line. We broke through trend line, right? This line shows support, right? So we finally broke through it. And we saw this downwards momentum, right? And then we're going to draw this. This is basically a trend line, this channel line right here, this white top line is trend line. We broke through this trend line, right? You get out of your shorts, or you could use other indicators to base when momentum's slowing down. As you guys can see, momentum came down quick. We saw this little pullback. I probably would have gotten out of the trade right here, around this level right here, this second candlestick. And I would have probably looked for a significant uptrend in the market to be trading this again. But basically what you guys are doing as well is you're shorting the top of this range and you're buying back on the bottom of this range, right? We figured out our supports, our resistances, and this is just the middle of the range, right? This is the ape land. This is where people get liquidated. This is where you guys will lose trades, and this is where you guys will get your bank accounts absolutely destroyed because you guys didn't paper trade and you guys didn't read the books. Read the goddamn books that we have linked in the description and into the Discord. Make sure you get a paper trading account successful before you guys really go hard on trading. You need confidence, right? But trade the ranges on the long time frames. I would suggest that we can do some videos on this and I could really show you guys strategy, but don't do it yet. Maybe just practice it now. And I will really teach you guys how to do this on your own, right? What good am I if you guys can't be doing this on your own? You guys should be able to do this on your own. I'll probably do like 2 to 3 hours of content, probably 4 to 5 to get you guys real familiar. You study that content, visual effect learning. But yeah. Do you think this could be the last Wild West bull market because of the popularity, massive regulations put in place during the bear market? No. Maybe. I'm not. I wish I could tell you, but it's a little speculation question. So you want me to speculate? My speculation is that, all right, I guess I can get into it a little bit, but with what Tether has been doing, I knew that Tether was going to somewhat take down the market at some points. And you guys got to understand, you guys got to watch that Tether video. And I'm not saying that just to, you know, to like shout this guy out or anything, but it kind of helps you get a bigger understanding on the tinfoil hats of crypto and why they think that. You guys got to understand that crypto is already the wild, wild west. You can't really regulate something that's decentralized, but they will try to at some point, which will bring down prices. And we'll still have that volatility at some point. It will always stay here until we get to, like, let's say 20 trillion market cap, 30, 40, 50 trillion. Volatility will slow down, but we'll still have these penny stocks or whatever it is. But it's just important for you guys to understand that no matter what happens in the market, if you guys learn successful trading strategies that, you know, you don't need to take too much time out, right? I will be teaching them in videos. You guys can be successful at all times. And you guys don't need to really worry about that. And if you guys want to hodl, right, you guys want to hodl away, I will give some George strategies as well. But yeah, trading ranges, extremely, extremely important. Waiting for market structure to break. Something that I will be going over in depth. And it sounds hard. It sounds hard, but I promise I will make it as easy as I can. Let's go into 38.7.5. Yeah, look at, we tested the top of this range. Let's go to we'll go to the 15 minute. Sorry that my chart's an absolute mess. I could actually do this real quick. Go boom. I know this is, should have done this. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So we're on the 8 hour with Bitcoin. We want to go on the 15 minute. All right, so here's the wick out, right? Here's the wick out. We break out of this trend right now. We have that trend right there. And yeah, let's just say that trend right there. This candle's crazy though. If we break out of this trend right here, I would honestly go like that, but that's pretty risky on the 15. If we break out of this trend right here and we show some momentum upwards, I might be a little bit bullish, guys. I might be a little bit bullish. You never know, man, because what happens with me is I'm looking at the market structure. What's the trend of the market? And based on TA, you can kind of see if we break out of here, we're probably going to have a chance of having a uptrend. It would be probably a probable chance. There's two lines. These are actually resistances because they're red. But as you guys can see, it's not random that we hit once, we hit twice, we hit 3 times, we hit 4 times. And then this is when they send this thing to the moon because people were shorting at this level right here with stop loss. They got a bunch of liquidity, guys. Look at all this liquidity these whales received from that, right? Then they brought it back down, right? They sold. But yeah, very, very important for you guys to understand that. But yeah, I do see us probably going on a little downtrend. It's just a little jumps that we have sometimes, right? When you have these large candles, right? Look how small these green candles look in parallel to it. Don't get scared and don't get eager to get into a trade or to buy something until you see a general shift in the market. We want to see a candle like this that slams us down, and we want to see the retest from where this candle did right here to really jump in. Yes, we had that other pushback up, but that's on the shorter time frame, right? It's on 15 minutes. Don't trade 15 minutes, right? Especially if you're new. But what we want to do is we want to find the resistance, supports, or the two resistance levels, or making a range, right? Two resistance levels, two supports levels. You want to think about it that way. That makes some sort of range, right? So here's two resistance levels that we have currently. And I guess I could put this one as support. It's a little bit tight, right? Here's a support level. Here's a, yeah, that's support / resistance level, but we do have a lot of support right there. But this is the range that we're currently in right now. So if we break through down to this, throw some TA in here, I guess we could have some sort of trend line that goes along this way, right? So this is our support trend line. If we break through this support trend line, which is approximately 37K, probably have a chance of going fairly down, right? But if we break out of this range, if we break out of this 39K on the macro time scale, and we come back up to the 40K, right? And we don't break down and retest, we're probably going to be bullish, because when you guys break down after the retest, right, we break down, and this is when you guys will most likely see some sort of bearishness, or you guys will see bearishness after we break out to this level, right? Retest, and then we break down here. Right? That's most likely what you guys are going to see in the market. I would say that's probable, but you need to be looking at indicators as well. Indicators sound hard, but they're really not. But yeah, this is kind of the range that we see. Not the best range like I had earlier, but it's very, very easy to see from a long-term perspective. Right? Bad. Couldn't have done that. I guess I could use that. Right, this is resistance level. As of right now, we have a few touches. Probably not the most accurate, but we do have a few wicks. Move this like up to here. Here we go. Right. So here's a resistance level that's actually fairly accurate right here, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of resistance and support off this level. So if we do break out, or if we do break down, I can guarantee we'll have some price action on this level as of right now. Not to red. Right. Go zoom in a little bit. Yeah, here's this level, guys. Look at, we had large price action along this level, actually. See, right now we're testing both of these resistances right now. This is the one that I drew, actually, so it's actually right on the money for the resistance. Pretty cool to see that. We'll see if we break down. If we don't, we still have this other zone of resistance. This could turn into a support, and we could have an uptrend, but that's not likely, right? We could break out of here. We could then break down, or then break up, and then this is when you guys would short, right? Or we could have some sort of thing where we kind of ride this line up, right? And we switch trends, which is highly unlikely because we're in a downtrend. You don't want to trade against the trend. All right, we'll go into B-Chain. Only use 2x leverage if you guys are going to be leverage trading. You must be using paper trading. Don't use over 2x ever, especially if you're new. Don't ever use more than 2x leverage. Calculate your risk and reward until you guys get confident. Yeah, you guys can possibly upgrade that leverage. I'll do a tutorial on that. It's called the risk versus reward. On TradingView, we have this long position, short position. You take this, you measure out what your risk to reward is. You see how it's 2.58, right? You drag this down. Let's say we have two supports, right? We have a support level right here, right? So you might be dragging this up to take some of your profits to this line. Right, so you might be doing a 1.95, basically 2. I would aim for around 2, or I would aim for around 3.5 to 4 to 1 ratio with a stop loss or take profit in the middle on a support zone, right? All right, so yeah, we'll go back into Bitcoin real quick. I'm probably going to be ending this stream here in a little bit. Been going over quite a lot. I can restream later tonight, give you guys another update. We are in a downtrend. You guys should be prepared for both ways if it does go. I do see this as bearish news, and I do see Bitcoin going down. I'm not sure inflation will be able to bring up Bitcoin unless Tether keeps buying Bitcoin and these whales keep longing it. We're just going to be in a bigger bubble for that. Sorry to burst your bubble if you guys thought that crypto is extremely undervalued right now. Just please watch that video, guys. Please watch the CoffeeZilla YouTube Tether scam video. It will help you guys a lot understanding how Bitcoin is inflated by stablecoins. Yes, so is the government, right? So is the government of America, but guys, and a lot of other governments. But guys, please watch the video. It'll help you understand a lot more about some of these things that we deal with. But yeah, we're probably going to see some sort of breakdown after this level. That's what I kind of see. And I do see a downtrend. I will update you guys, but we do have a lot of support around this 37,700 level and this 3800. So we'll see if we can break down through this 38,500 level. If we can't, and we come back down here, right, and we retest this, we could break down to here. This is the retest, right here, or we can do a retest where we're coming down to here and we're breaking down off of this one. Right? Actually, we broke this. No, we cannot do that. Yeah, I do see some sort of breakdown after that level, possibly breaking down to this. Yeah, that's what I see. That's just some pattern. I imagine we'll get more into patterns. You guys think that this shit is crazy? I promise you, it gets easier the more you do it, and the more success that you have. But yeah, really make sure to stay safe in the market right now. Make sure to keep your stop losses in, and we do have some buy orders also in. Right when we reach these levels. Right, 38K Bitcoin, guys, don't give a shit about your altcoin price, right? You guys care about Bitcoin price and what your altcoins are doing to Bitcoin. You shouldn't give a goddamn shit about what your altcoin price is right now. Yes, you can see if it's undervalued, or you can see if it's overvalued, right? Do that, see, there's news out, see, blah, 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 right? We talked about that earlier. We have news, right? We have BTC to altcoin correlation, right? BTC versus altcoins, right? Which one's pumping up the most? Due to Bitcoin price, right? Bitcoin goes up, let's say 5%, right? What does this altcoin do? Right? Let's say this altcoin goes up 20%, and we have a news event that just came out, and this news event just came out today, right? Or let's say there's no news event, it's just randomly pumping, right? So you know that this alt has news or it doesn't for the next day or so. It's probably going to have a high velocity when Bitcoin goes up, and when Bitcoin goes down, because normally it comes down quick as well. How do you find that out, right? We're going to go click the refresh page, and then we're going to go click the 1 hour on CoinGecko, kind of get some info on that, right? Cosmos is pumping right now. Thorchain is. Horizon is. So that's something to take into consideration. A lot of these altcoins that have been down quite a lot, that got pushed down more than they should have, also have that great correlation. But yeah, that's what you guys want to be trading off of to get the most percentage. If you guys just want to be buying to hold, you're looking for these lower levels. We will get some sort of research guidelines for you guys. I'm going to get you guys to do good research on your own. I promise you can. But a lot of these altcoins right now, it's probably not the best time to be hodling them long term. We'll get into research. I'll show you guys how to actually perform the best research. Not even going into TA, just about research. I'll be doing a tutorial series on that as well, because you guys need to know how to research, especially you George hodlers out there. I promise this will be the best series you will ever see in your life. It will change your life, seriously. But yeah, probably going to end it there, right? We figured out that you need to figure out market structure before you guys are trading altcoins, right? You need to figure out how Bitcoin moves if you guys are even going to want to consider the possibility of trading altcoins, right? But yeah, news, very, very important. Bitcoin to altcoin ratio, very, very important. We'll be going over that as well. Yeah, hope you guys learned a lot this video, and I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Hope you guys are not leverage trading if you haven't read the goddamn book, or you haven't paper traded 1 to 100K and have confidence and have a written down strategy, or else you're going to get fucked.